Alright guys, just as I announced on my TFT channel in countless videos at this point, we will just keep spamming this because I really think this game is going to be worthwhile, this entire channel commitment, you know? We're going to be reacting to the little trailer. I'm sure a lot of you guys, maybe a lot of you guys know about Reynad, and because he used to be a really big streamer. And since you guys play TFT, you probably know about Hearthstone. Maybe you used to play Hearthstone. It's like in a similar genre, right? And he used to be huge in that game, right? He had like 30,000 viewers back in the day. But yeah, he has been making his game. I've been following this development for years now. The Bazaar looks really fun, guys. It's an auto battler. Let's check out the trailer here. It has some gameplay towards the later part as well of this video. Let's check out the trailer. They're actually putting in a lot of effort into this. The trailer is really, really nice, guys. The Bazaar. It's basically a lot of people coming together. The lore of it, right, in a little bazaar where they trade and stuff, right, from all over this fantasy world that they built. You can see, I think my favorite character will be this little robot, guys. Not only is he super cute, they give him the highest difficulty. It's basically, you pick a hero before you go into the game, and then it's an auto battler. What the frick is this? You're putting ads in your freaking trailer? Who the frick's gonna watch that, man? Anyway, there we go. This is gonna be on PC, Mac, and on mobile as well. But you know, just like TFT is on mobile, it's not a mobile game, guys. You can see here, see? It has a lot of Hearthstone vibes. Basically, let me break it down a little bit. I watched Kriparian's video. He had the chance to play. I'm sure you guys, again, maybe some of you don't know Kriparian, a huge name in Diablo, World of Warcraft, and Hearthstone. But for the people who know him, yeah, you know he knows his stuff. He plays a lot of these games, a lot of these auto battlers. He always tries them. He loves them. And he is heads over heels with this game, guys. And he explained a lot of interesting details. So as you can see, you have your character, right? And this. You see my mouse? This is super important on the left here. You have different days. You have 10 days is one entire round. And the days have different hours. You see the clock goes through. And all these little ones are PvE rounds. So there is PvE rounds just like in TFT. And at the very top is the PvP round, okay? However, the PvP is asynchronous matchmaking. So just like Super Auto Pets and Backpack Battles, you don't really fight someone live action, right? So you don't queue up with 7 other people like in TFT. You just play at your own pace. You can take breaks. You can go poop. You can pause the game and continue the next day. The entire round, it still stays, and you know, that's how it goes. And you just basically fight ghosts of enemies that were in that same round or day, right? So all of those ghosts you're fighting, they had the same amount of gold as you, they had the same amount of resources, of shop opportunities, and stuff like that. And as you can see, this is basically one of those shops. I'm gonna let it play a little bit. You can buy this double whammy hammer, and you have this board which reminds you of, again, Hearthstone a little bit, right? Because Hearthstone, contrary to like Magic the Gathering or something, has a limited amount of space on your board where you can put down those creatures you have, right? The monsters you have in Hearthstone. And this is the same, but you have different sizes. So this is a very big item. Then this is a small item. And then there's a medium item, right? This shield. And you can only fit as much as you can fit on this board. So you got to make decisions with that, right? And Kriparian in his video was saying how the big items are, of course, very strong then because they take a lot of space. They tend to be very expensive. And then the small items are a lot weaker, but you can combine them and you can build some broken combos with them and you can have more options, right? So very cool right off the get-go. And then basically the combat, you have stuff like that. I'm not going to go full into detail of all of these cards because I never played it. As you can see, he can like pivot. Reminds a lot of Hearthstone Battlegrounds, right? How it goes here. And then you have something. This is the thing. What we were just looking at. You have like a prestige meter, right? And this prestige meter, you lose a certain amount of prestige based on the round you're in when you lose player combat. I'm sure you can lose PvE as well, and you probably lose prestige then as well. But anyway, so you lose prestige, and when your prestige drops to 0, then you die. But one time you resurrect, and you get a cash out. And this is the cash out. You can pick one of these 3 balls. Looks kind of like a prismatic loot orb from TFT. Not really, but a little bit. Fate's Bounty. Gain 20 gold and 5 XP. And stuff like that, right? Choose an enchantment. Choose a free diamond item. Crazy stuff, right? And then you can keep playing. But you only have the second chance once per round. And as you can see, yeah, and you have a lot of these slots. This I didn't even know about. This is what Kriparian, again, you can check out his video as well if you're like super into this. Or you can just wait until I start uploading content, right? Again, on the 30th of October, the closed beta comes out, which is when I will start supplying this channel with a lot of content on this game. At least I'll give it a shot, right? It's very easy to see, okay, the game is not going to go anywhere, and then I can just stop. But for now, I think it's worth committing to it, because it's going to be very awkward if I put this on my other YouTube channel, my more shurkou YouTube channel, and then I see, wow, this game is, you know, getting a lot more views than my other videos on that channel, and then making a new channel for it. I feel like I just want to try from the get-go with the new channel and see if it goes well. And if it doesn't, you know, it is what it is. I can demote it to the more shurkou channel and stop this channel. But for now, this is the plan, yeah? And I didn't even know about these things. These are like 12 slots you have for like skills that also give you different bonuses. So the game gets pretty complicated. But again, TFT is also very complicated. And remember, this will be free to play eventually, but the closed beta is locked behind the Founders Pack access, which is at the minimum 33 bucks. So, you know, most of you probably won't commit. I wouldn't say it's worth committing yet, unless you see if it's really fun, but I'm gonna commit to it before it even comes out. And as you can see, this is the fight. So this is the fight. You can see every item has like its cooldown. So every item has a certain amount of attack speed, and it just shoots at the enemies, right? And Kriparian in his video was saying that this guy has basically like a build focused around this hammer, which hits the enemy twice and can straight up one-shot if it crits. And this one is a poison build, but the enemy is very squishy for this poison build. So basically it's not going to stack up enough poison. And as you can see, it's stacking up poison and he's bleeding and everything. And then boom, the hammer just goes in. Bam, bam, and he's dead. Doesn't look very interactive right now, but yeah, I'm sure it's going to be... I'm sure this was just a matchup. And then you have day 8, day 9, you reach day 9. And day 10, if you can go with full prestige until day 10 and win, that is your perfect flawless victory, right? Perfect flawless victory is full prestige. As you can see, you start with full prestige at the start. If you never lose, you reach rank day 10 and you never lost, that's going to give you the most amount of LP. That's the first place in TFT equivalent, right? And then you can, like, you know, win a couple, maybe die after like 8 days. You still won a lot. You'll probably gain some LP, especially in lower ranks and stuff like that, right? I'm sure they'll be ranked later. Now, this is the cool guy. This is the very complicated guy, which, the cute little robot, which starts with one of these cores. And then you basically have to, like, position to the left and right. It's gonna matter how you position your board and stuff. That's pretty cool. But as you can see, it's a very fleshed out. Basically, what I'm expecting out of this game, I'm not expecting like a TFT experience, right? It's not a multi-billion-dollar company. What I'm expecting is basically backpack battles, but better. Super auto pets, but better. That's what I was always expecting out of this game. And I think that's what's happening, you know? It's gonna be a nice auto battler where you can take your time. It's gonna be very complicated to get into. But remember, you can take as much time as you want, right? And look at this, 48 gold or something. It's like one of these robot items, right? Pretty cool. And they look really cool.
I may be young for a captain.
So yeah, and they have some gooning material, guys. You know, that's really important. You feel me, guys? I do like myself some gooning material. I think she's called Vanessa. She's kind of a baddie if you're asking me, guys. You feel me, guys? It is what it is, man. I mean, it is what it is, guys. You know me. And look, they're fighting each other. He has a very fast weapon, and this guy has a very slow one, but it, like, hits for a lot, right? And then you have all kinds of crazy effects going on. Like, I'm sure if you only play TFT, this looks a little bit confusing. But if you see me play backpack battles, this is exactly what happens there as well. You have so many freaking buffs going on. Like the first rounds, you will not understand what's going on. But when you get a little bit deeper into the game, it becomes extremely fun and addictive. And I think this is exactly what's gonna happen with this. Yeah, so I'm focusing on this a little bit. Yeah. Again, remember guys, do not worry about the TFT content. That is always going to be supplied. You will always get your 3 videos a day and the occasional extra video on the second channel. When I get like a nice 5th place with a bunch of prismatic augments, that was worth sharing, but just a little bit unfortunate. And we get the 5th instead of the top 3 or top 2 for the main channel. But yeah, not bad guys. And then they're just showing off a lot of different things. As you can see, they really cooked this game for a long time. Like this game... The history of this game was basically people were making fun of Reynad because he quit streaming, right? He quit his 30k viewer stream to make his game, and then they kept saying stuff like, "Man, what a loser! It's gonna fail! It's never gonna come out! It's never gonna finish! It's finally coming out!" And I mean, looks great, right? Looks great for what it is, for what they wanted to achieve, right? A fun auto battler. Looks exactly like what they wanted to do. And there's one funny thing. I don't know if Reynad says that anymore, but in his old development videos, he used to be really mad. I don't know if they're still online, but he used to be pretty mad. And deservedly so. So their development was open, right? They were showing everything. And the asynchronous matchmaking, right? Which was a huge success for Super Auto Pets and Backpack Battles. I would say single-handedly carrying those 2 games. Because I feel like a lot of people want to get into TFT.
With you,
but it's just, look, it's Kriparian playing. On the enemy side here. I feel like a lot of people want to get into TFT, right? But it's just so complicated. You can't just pause the game and read everything. You have 30 seconds of decision-making time between every round. And I know my brother, for example, is like a normie, and he played some TFT sometimes, and he's like, bro, like, what the frick is even going on, right? It's kind of tough to figure out what you're supposed to do, right? You gotta like read everything first on the internet, and then you can go into a game. But these asynchronous matchmaking games, because you don't have other people involved, right? You're playing against the ghost armies of other people, and they're playing against ghost armies of your stuff, right? You don't really have this issue of like, oh man, I need to know everything first. You can just go into the game, it gives you one decision. You can read everything, take your time. Take the correct thing that you think is correct. Probably not going to be correct because the pro player obviously knows what they're going to take in the future, right? As you can see, 9 wins, silver victory, right? So he didn't get the juicer, he didn't win all the way. This goes crazy, guys, man. But anyway, so he didn't win all the way, but he gets some rewards, right? And there's going to be like a system similar to Counter-Strike and Dota, where you get like these skins that you can trade and like this online marketplace thing. I believe even like 2 years ago, Reynad was saying how it's going to involve crypto as well, right? Blockchain. And then everyone was like, hell no. Everyone was like mad, right? But I'm sure it was just... I haven't heard him talk about that anymore. I haven't heard anyone in the Bazaar talk about anything crypto, blockchain at all anymore. So I'm pretty sure they scrapped that because people were just angry at that idea. But I think what they just wanted to use is they just wanted to use the system of the blockchain to just do what Counter-Strike is doing. You know? They didn't want to have their own crypto token or any of that trash. I think they just wanted to do, yeah. So I'm pretty sure when they realized, bro, let's just do the Counter-Strike thing where we just have the online marketplace on our own end, they probably just committed to that because everyone just hates crypto. Deservedly so, because there's infinite scams, right? Like, it is what it is. But, yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? I was going on a tangent. Oh yeah, people were making fun of Reynad that the game's never coming out. But yeah, it's coming out now. It's crazy. I'm excited, guys. I'm gonna try this. Again, maybe in 2 months, this channel will already... Like, I'll keep you updated. I'll tell you if I'm not going to upload on this channel anymore. But for now, we're committing a little bit.
Can take that from me.
Again, you can click on the channel right now and go on my... I will also upload 2 TFT videos at the same time. So you can go check out those. if you want, as your little reward for checking out this. I don't know if that's a reward. I just know I need 3 videos in a month uploaded on the channel to get the monetization back on it. Because I used to have monetization on this channel, but I used to upload clips on this channel. I'm sure you can find some Pokemon Unite clips when I used to play that. But yeah, anyway guys, yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope you enjoyed my little reaction. I'm excited for this game. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be streaming this on the 30th. Well, I don't know when it releases EU time. But yeah, it's gonna be on mobile and PC, just like TFT. Hope you enjoy, guys. Let me know if you guys are a little bit excited for this, just like I am. And yeah, it's gonna be open beta, free to play in December, they said. Gonna be crazy, guys. Hope you enjoyed.